Hey everyone, it's Katya, the audio artist. So, I've not been at my best health lately. I'm working on that, and I'm also agonizing about my upcoming evaluation. It seems like now that it's 11 days away, I'm feeling even more sick and anxious. I have so many questions. I feel so underprepared. What if it's all in my head? After all, maybe I just suck at humaning. I'm exhausted, and I also feel bad for not putting together the footage of the show for all of my followers. I'm just overwhelmed and dealing with family affairs from afar that I have no control over. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm struggling with feeling like I have a direction. I thought I would feel some joy in having my first exhibition, and yet all I feel is this lump in my throat, constant fatigue, body aches, heart palpitations. I am getting medical care. I'm not sure where my mental health ends and my physical health begins. The lines seem blurred on so many topics. I can barely stand the light coming through the window or even the lamp in my studio right now. I hate to sound like I hate to sound like a complainer. I'm just being as honest as possible. And yes, I know this sounds scripted. It is scripted. I was going to leave it as a post, but then I decided not to post it, and I'm just reading it to you now. I'm just being as honest as possible about my experience, without giving away too much of my personal information, if that makes sense. I think I put so much of my identity, I think I have put so much of my identity in autism at this point that the idea of being denied validation will send me over the edge into the abyss. Like, do I have the energy to start over? After all these years of not understanding myself in the world, to find other people, to find something that explains me, people I identify with, finally. But what if it's not true? What if I'm just really selfish, a lazy person, and just messed up? I don't know. But what if I am autistic and they miss it again? And I'm just, I know we say self-diagnosis is valid, but for me, I feel like I really need the diagnosis, whatever it is, in order to believe it fully and accept myself for my mental health. And I have cross-examined other mental illnesses and physical things. I've seen lots of specialists, and I've had even my counselor and therapists have told me that they suspect autism, and I've had my old psychiatrist refer me before this removed. I just I want I wanted to stop being so hard. I want to stop suffering. I want to stop feeling like a burden to everybody and myself. And I know I was feeling so, like, I guess I had accepted my diagnosis, my self-diagnosis, but now if something happened, like, I put up the show and I didn't have anything to keep my mind occupied, waiting for them to tell me when my appointment was going to be, because I've been on the waiting list. And then they told me it's like 11 days from now, and my health has been declining. I have a really hard time sleeping, and when I sleep I have nightmares. And yes, I've been dealing with this before this, but I just feel like it's getting worse, and I have like so much anxiety wrapped up in this waiting. And I feel like if they only knew how much suffering it caused us to wait when we need the support, we need mental health support. I'm 45 years old. Like, I've raised adult children, like, how come it's taking so long for someone to see me for who I am? It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart for me and for that little girl I used to be, and every person I have ever been, like every stage of my life. And it breaks my heart for everyone involved and for my children that I was overlooked. Like, it makes me feel like I didn't matter enough to be seen. And I feel terrified right now. I'm very grateful for everybody's support and all of the content creators that have put out so much information that have led me to my own research, and I have a ton of it. I mean, I definitely have a ton of it. I was even trying to condense it because I thought maybe this is like a little overboard of stuff, but even with that, I don't have my I'm older, so I don't have my like childhood records like from school and my medical childhood records and stuff. So it's like, is that going to be enough? And then is my insurance going to cover it for the testing after the first like meeting that's like supposedly 45 minutes? I have to wait a week or two to see if the insurance will cover the testing, and I'm just like, what kind of joke world is this, that it really makes me question, like, the system, you know? Like, why? Why is it like that? I feel like there should be screening for everyone in this regard. Like, I don't. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that. I I did make I did do this drawing. I made some earrings. I don't have them up here with me, but here's a little printout cutout, and that's the to be honest creature, or some people call it autism creature or whatever, but I fashioned it as the as like a motorcyclist, and it says ride or die, autism inclusion, and we make little keychain and earrings, and mostly what I was wanting to do with it is I'm going to use cyanotype, which is a blue kind of stuff. You basically sun dyeing, sun printing. I drew this as a sketch, but it's a transparency, so I'm trying to find something to put behind it so you can see. The transparency the shirt will go on a hardboard or of some kind, and then I mix the I'm kind of just frazzled right now. I was going to show you the bottles, but it comes with part A and B, and you mix it and you put it on the shirt or the cloth that you're going to use, light colored, and then put this on top, and put like a glass over it. So you want it to be like, you know, clipped on and like really firm and sandwiched on there. And then you're either going to put it in the sun for a couple minutes or under UV light. And the black print on here acts as a UV blocker. And then you take it out. You're supposed to wash it, and everywhere where it develops around, it did get exposure, was going to turn blue, I think. There's going to be blue, but I think it's the part that's developed. I haven't done it yet, so but yeah, I'm going to have these shirts, the Ride or Die Autism Inclusion shirts. I meant to already have them done, just like I meant to already have the video of the show available for y'all. I did take some footage of it. It's just like chopped into pieces, and I'm very low functioning right now. I just don't feel like I have the capacity to do that right now, and I apologize. I will as soon as I start feeling better. Maybe just talking about it and saying it out loud would be helpful. I did talk to my sister today, and asked her about my childhood, since I needed another perspective from when I was young. and she was able to give some pretty good information and let me audio record her for the doctor. So that'll be available to my doctor. That's a good thing. I don't know. I guess I feel very worried, maybe, anxious. I don't know. I feel like I have all this like stress, and I feel it all in here, and I'm just in my back and my neck are just really seized up, and I keep dropping things like on my freaking toe, and my joints are killing me. My knees. I feel like I'm 90 or something right now. But at the same time, I also feel like I'm 15. It's hard to explain, but yeah, I hydrate. And a little kitty water. I just thought I'd have a real update about what's going on with me. I'm trying to organize all these papers to make... I don't even know if they're going to want to look at it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they'll just say, oh, you're just ADHD and anxious, like they have before. But to be honest, all of the medications they've ever given me for that stuff just make me feel worse. Like, I don't feel like I'm getting any better. Like, and I haven't for years. It's like, I'm not better. I'm not functioning. I can't hold a job down. I can't even make a freaking video. Like, I feel so awkward right now, but I'm just, yeah, I guess I'll just post this as it is and not even look at it, because I just would like to keep it raw and real, and, have a video that was pre-recorded for once instead of a live, and just see how that went. Unedit it. So, I guess I'll end it there. I'm sorry, it's kind of a downer, but, I don't know, what do you think? Like, have any of you gone through this before? Had similar thoughts, like, and I didn't even really think about my insurance not covering it, because until I was told when my appointment was going to be, and then she told me, you'll have your appointment, and then you'll wait a week or two to to get approval from insurance. And that's when I started worrying about it. So for days now, I even like went through the entire like insurance booklet to see if it's covered, and it said it needed like prior authorization for the testing part. And I'm just like, okay, but it doesn't explain here what dictates that. And I just please don't ask me why I need this to feel valid. I just do, okay? I've been misdiagnosed a lot, and now I just want, and I want it in writing, and I want it because I need to feel valid for myself, and I also need it so that I can talk to my family about it. And I need the feedback. I want to know what a professional who has lots of experience with this, with people my age that are female, and what they think about me, because that's where I'm going, is someone that has a little experience. So I want to understand, and I want to be understood, and I would like to, I feel like I have put pause on healing until I get through this part right now. Unfortunately, that's what it feels like. But please just don't I know people are going to say you're still valid, and I know that there's going to be people that, even if I get a diagnosis of it, that are going to say you're not valid because you can talk, because you can do this, because whatever, I already know all that stuff. Okay, the concerns that I have, those are the ones that I really like to hear your feedback on it. I'm sorry, I can't really talk very well right now. I already said my script that I didn't even practice, and now I'm just kind of winging it. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, and I hope that you're all doing well, and I want to say I'm gonna be okay, I don't want to walk away making you feel bad. I just, but I have to stay honest, and then I just want to say, thank you for listening, and I'd love to hear what you have to say. If you've been through this before, if you've gotten a diagnosis, if you had these feelings, how you dealt with it, what's your story, remember to like and comment, and if you're new here, subscribe, and remember that there's no I can't, and I'm learning how to, and make art. All right. Thanks.